up, guys?
People never happy. It's never enough.
Oh. Spooky.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen. Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See? They're all over it, little bastards. You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
It's the National Weather Report.
5, 4,
But now,
3,
it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson. For the
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
and I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Snuggle. It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. SnuggleHugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must take care to watch their backs and keep their ears open for the soft steps of sinister feet. Transformation. Popular cemetery Johnny Hamsleeves, who has recently been suffering with his health, sent us this photo today, presumably in a pathetic attempt to stay relevant at a time of global crisis.
Since receiving his test results, things in Johnny's life have taken a surprising turn. He's certainly using the lockdown to reinvent himself.
It seems that rumours that Johnny has been ill were just that, and that he has, in fact, developed superhuman powers. Renaming himself Captain Ham, he is pledged to fight crime, mainly in the agricultural sector.
There's no real day or night down here, and all the clocks broke a long time ago. But if our calculations are right, we think that for you up there, it is Wednesday the 4012th of January, or as you call it, Pissmouth Day, or possibly Boxing Day if we're a bit out. So, happy Pissmouth! I hope you get all the presents you asked for left under your Pissmouth tea. I'm hoping to complete my collection of rocks. See you in September. Helvetica out.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now. With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Evening. Apparently, we need to have a chat about playing by the rules. So, the other night I were at my local park for research purposes, and there were a bunch of lads having a kickabout without a care in the world. And not only did they refuse to let me join in, they wouldn't even let me have a swig of their white stripe. Laughing and joking they were, like there weren't a national crisis on, until one of them little pink demons followed them home and kicked the shit out of their nan. So, I've got 2 things to say to you young, fit folk. 1, stay at home. It's not for you, it's to protect your Aunt Mabel and Bill next door. And 2, always share your booze with your Prime Minister. As my old man used to say, there's only 2 type of folk. Them who will help you across the road with the shopping, and then we'll kick you in the fanny and nick your macaroni. So don't be a pasta snatcher. Stay at home, have a brandy, and this will be all over before you know it. Thank you.
Delectable stuff.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News. First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little executioner just wiggle and wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. SnuggleHugs in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys, but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Was that all right?
Oh, yes, Doctor, that was exactly what we...
I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
Oh dear.
This is crazy news.
I would like to replay. Oh no. I didn't load the ads. I forgot. Oh no.
Pre-Christmas extra exciting festive
Oh, no.
Easter extravaganza.
This is another chapter from Crazy Neil's Wit Wisdom, and I'm reaching out through the lens
Funny
of this
chicken.
camera to say, buddy, if you're listening, build a better life for yourself. You can get down on all fours and yap like a dog for only $22.99.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming.
With Neil Appeal.
3. Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Root. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys, have you?
Well, no, but...
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys?
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit!
Well, then I must be wrong. corrupt media lies.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. SnuggleHugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. SnuggleHugs situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
to repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborn, or to push a beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within? Amassing an army amassing an army to kidnap
That's you. That's what you sound like. That's you. That's what you sound like.
But I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. Some real food for thought there from two of the territory's leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate, which really contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Bannon. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue, I'm at home, to be honest. Alright, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom, technically. I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's, it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
Can you hear that sound? What the hell's that?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh, does. Oh, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh, bollocks.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
Okay, it's fine. Oh, God.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick? Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be hoping to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right.
No. Dave here.
What?
I've run into a few problems getting back, although not as bad as yours. Looks like you've got one loose in the studio. Dryland. If I had a missus, I'd ask you to tell her that I love her, but to be honest, I've kind of pissed my life away, mate. Still, at least I'm outdoors, eh?
Aging. Possibly more so.
What?
We need to come together. Every single one of us.
Since when did the...
And do the
No,
right
I'm not.
outside look... That's,
I'm not going
that's
to.
not right.
Buying our products. Me?
No? No? Oh, 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win and who will National Nightly lose. So, how do we play? Well, it's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that actually. Yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yeah. You called during nap time, so.
Of course, that's my fault.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line.
Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie, always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We got time,
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too bold.
Hey, I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers.
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think, yes. I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
That's right. He meets a wise, old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear,
You mean takes him under his tentacle?
Don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such dream.
What you need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow. You really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, shit.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you All right, Jamboree.
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington, or wanted.
What?
At all.
What?
I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
What? You turn this shitting thing up.
All sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm. Like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow. They're always in good moods. But that's 'cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports. Now he's an alcoholic and he's on his third divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die. Lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Of children's entertainment. But now, let's see how it's really done.
Before we wrap up the news tonight, I just wanted to spend a moment talking to you directly. A final thought, if you will, just for you, Alex. You see, I know you think it's gotten complicated back at the old homestead, but there's something you should know.
What's happening?
Did you have a few too many at the watering hole? You clearly love your daughter more. Now Chris and Sam are broken, 'cause you're too scared of alone. And Charlie's getting angry. Locked behind his bedroom door. But Susie thinks you're perfect with that heart.
Me going insane. Is that what's happening?
And I've gotta say, you clearly love your daughter more. One more time for a peaceful night. Yeah,
It's supposed to be a dream.
clearly love your daughter more. And that's news. That's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow when Jeremy will be wrestling an alpaca and I'll be naked. I'm Megan Wolf. Have a treacle night.
Yes. What?
What is that piss? Do you think I'll be happy with that? You're out of your mind.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, this is that. Please go away. Ah! What just happened? Eee! Oh, it's so bad. Supposedly all offensive words were said. I don't think so. Poor Andrew. Yeah. hopefully that was a fun, silly break from the... I mean, the whole game is a little silly, but sometimes a bit too on the nose, I would say, without being... Yeah, a bit too on the nose. Or just the right amount of on the nose. Anyway. That's all I have time for today. Yes. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Do a subscribe. I don't know what this hand gesture is. Anyway, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!